So you're going on vacation. Time to get dirty, time to eat a bunch of junk food, time to get, real unhealthy and sloppy. Of course not. That's not what the Massoud Method's about. That's not why you're watching this video. You're watching this video so you can figure out how to continue a healthy lifestyle and also do the things you enjoy. So, with that said, when you're going on vacation, what is it you're going to do? First thing I do when I'm about to travel, especially airplane travel, is hydration. Everyone knows when you get up on a plane, you start to swell up, your shoes get tight, your feet get tight, we get dehydrated up at those altitudes. Barometric pressure is different, everything in that nature. So I pick up at least 1 liter of water, try to get that down on the flight. When they come around on the flight asking me what I want, I don't get soda, I don't get juice, I don't get anything like that. I ask for more water. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. Coffee is taken into effect. If you need coffee to travel, that's fine, but it's also going to dehydrate you. Make sure you get some water in, right? And that's going to help you when you get down to where you are going. You're not started dehydrated to begin with. Then the other thing you got to concentrate on is what's my food going to be where I'm going. Now, sometimes people don't have the means. They're at a certain spot. The food is dictated for them. You go to a place with an all-you-can-eat type of thing or an all-inclusive type of thing, your food is going to be a wider range of stuff. This isn't time to just start eating cupcakes for breakfast and donuts and Twinkies and everything. They got a lot of desserts out there. Maybe you have 1 or 2, but, knock it off. Eat real food where you're going. Put some vegetables on your plate. Go to the omelet station. Hold the cheese, maybe. Stuff like that, right? Just keep yourself well. Make sure you're eating whole foods where you go. If you have the ability and you have a mini kitchen where you're staying, even better, you can get your own food, cook your own breakfast at the least. Make sure you're getting whole food in there, whole veggies. I eat a lot of free-range eggs, free-range organic eggs. I was fortunate enough to find them here, so I'll do that with fresh vegetables. Try to get organic coffee like I always have typically in the morning. So you want to make those good food decisions where you're going. The other thing is it time to just become sedentary? It's a time to do nothing. It's a time to just sit around and just, be like a beached whale. If that's what you're going for, again, that's not what Massoud Method's about. Massoud Method is about being your best, feeling your best, looking your best, and performing your best. So, of course, I'm not going to tell you to lay around like a beached whale. I brought exercise bands with me, and I make sure, there's a few band workouts I like to do. They're pretty intense. They get you. They'll get you. Make sure you get those in before you start your day. Right? Before you get to the beach, before you're doing whatever you're doing. Because once you start, relaxation and hanging out, you're not going to want to get that done. Anyone who works out religiously, I probably don't have to tell this to. And then the other people who don't work out religiously will come back and be like, I gained 7 pounds. Probably because they didn't do any of the things I've already mentioned to you in this video. Work out, don't eat like garbage, right? But important things. The other thing is there's really no excuse not to work out where you're going. Most places have internet, most places have Wi-Fi, and YouTube has millions, I would imagine, of free workout videos. So pick a video, do some yoga, do a light body weight exercise, do some calisthenics, do stretches, do something, all right? So you can come back and not have some remorse over like, oh my God, none of my clothes fit because I totally degenerated myself on vacation. I like to do a combination of yoga and resistance bands training when I'm traveling. If I'm at a place that's got a gym, even better, I'll go jack steel. That's great. I love it. But if I don't, there's still ways to work my body into strength training and to do endurance training. And then obviously relaxation, right? That's important. That's what you're here for. So I'm happen to be in a beautiful Caribbean island right now with fantastic views and fantastic ocean. And another thing that's very important is, aside from the sun giving us all this vitamin D that we need and helping us make all these beautiful neurotransmitters that make us happy, is the salt water. Salt water is so important, right? Get in the water, get it in your skin, get in the water without sunscreen, right? Don't get all sunscreened up before you go into the ocean, as studies have shown that even sunscreen is starting to kill marine life. That's another conversation. So, if it's killing the coral, killing the marine life, it's not necessarily great for you. There is a limit on how much sun exposure we can take. So I would suggest get out there, get at least 15 minutes without covering yourself in sunscreen. Get the benefit of where you are when you're down in a tropical place like this, right? There's a reason you feel better when you get here, and it's not a coincidence that the sun shining makes you feel better. And when you cover yourself up with toxic carcinogens, you're kind of defeating the purpose. So get an organic sunscreen, do your best to kind of, get as much exposure. Now, if you're fair-skinned, If you burn easy, that's not good either. So I'm not saying to sit there and roast and burn, but get as much exposure to the sun as you can. Know your limit and know when you're starting to burn, and then cover up, use the sunscreen, take breaks, hydrate, continue to hydrate, right? And get in there, get that salt water. I like the salt water. It makes me feel so good. I get in there, I actually get some in my mouth, swish it around, spit it out. Every mineral is in the ocean, right? We talk about minerals. I talk about minerals a lot in terms of grounding you psychologically, boosting your immune system. Obviously, they're important in bone formation and different metabolic processes. And, the food may be scarce in some of these islands, in terms of quality and quantity, but minerals aren't, because you could just jump in that ocean and get them all through your skin. Your skin's the largest organ in your body. Use it. Get in there. Let the sun hit it. Get the salt water in it, right? And then another thing, in terms of food being scarce and food not being readily available, well, that's why I travel with these, right? The Standard Health, General Health Packs. I like to call them General Healthy Packs from Standard Process. And, at least I'm getting my tuna omega-3s in here, my multi-mineral, multivitamins, and my trace minerals B12 is all in here. And it just makes sure I'm getting what I'm getting. The other thing I bring and I take all the time is my pre and probiotic, Pro-Symbiotic by Standard Process. Fantastic, one of the better probiotic supplements out there. And just keeping that flora, maintaining it where you go, right? Your gut is your health, is your immune system. And I always like, as a staple, I like stay on turmeric forte for inflammation, right? The sun's oxidizing our skin if you sit in it too long. If you're having some adult beverages, maybe one or two, just one or two, who knows, however, whatever works for you. You're taking turmeric, you're getting the anti-inflammatory support, like as I always mentioned, combined with the omega-3. The sun can oxidize things, and you want to make sure you got as much antioxidant you could in your body. This is a good combination. And on top of this, I have more things with me because I'm just like that. One of the other things I would recommend you do bring is a digestive enzyme, especially when you're in a different place. The foods hit you different. They're prepared a little different. I was fortunate enough to do most of my own cooking and I'm on an island that is like off the charts with culinary expertise. So, but regardless, you still, it's a different food source. It's different where you're at. Digestive enzymes are important. So those are some tips you can take with you to have a healthy vacation, right? You could still indulge, still do what you need to do, but don't be a mess about it. And don't be lazy. Don't make excuses like, well, I couldn't get a workout in. That's probably the worst excuse out of anything, right? Like, maybe you can't afford supplements. That's fine. Maybe you can't afford to get a clean food source. That's fine. But not being physical, not being active, waiting to put sunscreen on, those are things, there's no budget for those. So they're just smart decisions. That's taking care of your health, taking care of your wealth, and actually taking advantage of the place you're going. All right? So travel the world, have fun, enjoy yourselves, enjoy your loved ones. And that's all I got to say about not being a degenerate on vacation. Take care.